At Soteria Software, we're working hard to automate your cyber compliance. Our new version that we released May 16th, version 2.12, is out to hit the streets, and we want to show you what's new. One of the first things to notice as you go into your different system packages is that under the compliance area, compliance statements, based on user feedback and user requests, we've added a few features here. Number one, we've added the ability to lock and unlock your compliance statements so that you don't accidentally change something. Number two, we've also added a bulk edit feature. So if you have several of them, you want to have the same wording and language, set the status and set the statement, and you can do it across multiple compliance statements at one time. We also track the history. Now that we're doing that, we track the history of every single statement so you can see what changed over time as well. As you add and update these, go ahead and generate your compliance and get the latest and greatest compliance based on all your checklist data, inherited controls, and compliance statements as you would before. The other area would be under POAM. One of the questions that we were asked is, hey, can we quickly show any items based on scheduled date that are due soon or that are overdue? So you'll notice here a very quick visual that actually tells you, hey, this is overdue, this is due 2 days ago. We have consolidated the exporting or downloading of data. In particular, if you actually open one of your checklists, instead of having multiple downloads, CKL, CKLB, Excel spreadsheet files, we give you your download options here. As we add more, there will be more available here, and you can download in multiple versions as well, quickly and easily, without making the screen too busy. So you've consolidated that. Another place you'll see that will be under the plan of action and milestone. When you want to download that, you can pick the different EMAS formats, MCAST, all data, and one of the new features coming up in the next couple of versions, there can be a custom format that you actually show there as well. Now, in particular for patch vulnerabilities, we will show you what was closed, as well as any new patch vulnerabilities. So over time, if your numbers go down, but you want to know what was added and then what was closed out, we show you that in particular right here in the journal area. One of the great new features that we've added recently deals with containerization. For tracking your container or your image scans over time with the different tags, now we've updated our other technologies to actually show your patch history over time based on your images. Industry standard is not to patch an image. Industry standard is to create a new image and update the tag. So we base the history now off of your tag and actually show, for example, for the OpenRMF Web 2.11.07, we actually show the different updates and upgrades of that over time. So you can show your burn down in your images as well. We also take in additional formats for scans. We took in Trivy before, and then we have a general format for those with other image vulnerability scanners. Now we natively take in Grape, we natively take in Amazon ECR, and we natively take in JFrog CLI, the command line interface. We take in JFrog CLI vulnerability scan JSON formats as well. In the next version, we will also take in your software bill of material in Cyclone DX or SPDX format to round this out and actually track your information even better. The other new feature that goes along with that is the ability to track compliance scans, open SCAP scans against your image based on the DISA benchmark. We use RapidFort for that. RapidFort has a great software product right here. If you don't know what that is, go to rapidfort.com and look for that. But they actually do a SCAP scan on your image, and then you can download that as a JSON file. We take that in and match that to the appropriate checklist and then fill out the checklist, as an example, Elasticsearch here, based on their scan, and their scan actually takes into account that you're using this as an image. So a lot of the graphical user interface pieces are automatically marked not applicable, and you'll see that here. Another feature request that was done involves CCRI. So now your CCRI, your readiness score, that was already updated here. Now if you go into your settings and preferences, we've consolidated, number one, we've consolidated the preferences and settings, and we have more coming over the next several versions. We also have a way, based on user feedback and requests, to adjust the calculation of that for your checklist and base it on the number of hosts, not the number of checklists. So you can do that and then go back and you'll see the score updated correctly. One of the other things we want to show under hardware is the ability now to automatically track your IP address and MAC address based on either your patch vulnerability scans or on the checklist matching up with the host name and having the IP address and MAC address in there as well. This is automatically updated based on your latest data, All the history is tracked of your hardware record as it was before, but now we pull in and track your IP address and MAC address and include that when you download your hardware list or EMAS hardware list as well. One of the other things for those creating custom checklists is that we have the ability now to upload a listing of vulnerabilities so you can quickly and easily make a custom checklist template that you use for a hardening guide, for a piece of hardware or a piece of software that doesn't really have a checklist necessarily from DISA or one of the other groups, but that you want to have a checklist to make sure you track for your compliance. Fill out your information here, click Create Template. Now you'll see an import vulnerability list. You drop in your Excel spreadsheet, CSV, or JSON file here that's formatted correctly. We will instantly create your vulnerability, rule title, discussion, fixed text, and everything else, as well as linking all the CCIs to the controls that you need. We have information on our public repo on GitHub, under data, to actually show you the custom checklist vulnerability listing and what that would look like. It's also available in the help. There are other small improvements, bug fixes, as well as updated third-party controls for vulnerabilities and patches that we included in here as well. Just one more way that we're actually helping you automate your cyber compliance. Visit www.soteriasoft.com for more information. Look at the press release, request a demo, or even click to evaluate and download the software for you and your team so you can see firsthand how we can help you automate your cyber compliance.